So the Pokemon Typhlosion has finally been released in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Showdown. And honestly, looking into it, as much as I like Typhlosion, I really don't think this Pokemon will do that good. Like, really. The biggest problem with it is that it's very, very predictable. It has a really bad moveset, so you're going to be running the same moves all over again. You have Eruption, you have Fire Blast slash Flamethrower for moves whenever you have weakened Eruption, and then Focus Blast, and then Terra Blast. And you might be thinking, well, hey, what about Terra Fire Eruption? That does a lot of damage, right? And honestly, it really does, really. If we look at a Terra Fire Eruption with choice specs, max damage, it does around 70% damage to a really bulky water type, like let's say Slowbro. And that's a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, that does a lot of damage. Especially to a bulky water type, that's great. But the problem is that you're realistically probably going to run something like Terra Water or Terra Grass for coverage because its moveset is just that bad of a Pokemon, honestly. And the thing is, Typhlosion isn't a Pokemon where you would want to run something like Choice Specs Eruption because, hey, it's not that strong of a Pokemon realistically, let's be real. Like, even if you want to run Terra Fire, you don't have to use choice specs anyways. Because here's the thing, the biggest problem with Typhlosion 2 is Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks really damage it. You could use heavy duty boots, but then you lose the power of the choice specs, or you lose speed from something like Choice Scarf. You might want to run Choice Scarf, but then you take Stealth Rock damage and you don't have enough damage where you wouldn't want to use it really. Let's look without the choice specs, okay? Let's look without it. Without the choice specs, you're going to be do pretty much below 50, which is still a pretty decent chunk, but realistically, why would you use it? Honestly, why? So without heavy duty boots, you're going to be taking a whole bunch of damage from Stealth Rocks, which mean your eruption is going to be a lot weaker, and if you use something like heavy duty boots, you're either going to lose a lot of damage output, or you're going to be losing a lot of speed, which you don't want to use. I have no doubt that Typhlosion will strive in different lower tiers, because we can look at someone like, let's say, Charizard, who is actually in the game and has pretty much the same stats as it, right? And it's sitting comfortably at NU. I could see Typhlosion being in something like, let's say, NUBL or maybe an RU. I could see it being there, but as it is, I don't see it at all being really, really strong. As it is, I see it as a really predictable Pokemon that has a gimmick, but doesn't do its gimmick that well. Because it should be outsped, it should be not enough damage, it has a clear cut weakness to Stealth Rocks, and yeah. With that being said, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.